It's the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Get 300! Get 300!
Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, take 26.
Here's Rodgers.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
To throw is Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But you look at this defense.
This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off play action, Fields.
Flush to his right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Folks' kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
2nd down and 6 now.
Over. 23-yard line.
They give to White on the option.
They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
A quality pickup from White, who really earned more time as the Bucs starter the back half of last season. Finished with close to 400 yards in the Bucs' final 8 games. Positioned himself as the leader in the backfield moving forward.
On play action, now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
The Bucs had 0-1 of the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Was shot right. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just says, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On first down, Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Now Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Anytime they think they've got a number beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
A gain of 9 yards.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Second and 11 now. Here's Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well. and popped it free from his grasp.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They run straight ahead here with White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Rodgers going to throw. This is White on the screen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
A fourth down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back to throw. Fields.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
This is taken at the 18. Breaks through the contact. There he goes, left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. First down, here's White. Skirts by him at the 35. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
107 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On first down, Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Get 300. Get 300. Back north.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Fields throw complete here on target to Tunyon. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
33 yards that time.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they run out the play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here we go, son.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
A dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kick. One will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Fields on first down. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Fields. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
88, jump out!
Running out of the gun with White.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
On the draw, here's White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
White left! You're done!
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Third and 5.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Chase McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
Still going. They can't stop him. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's White. And fights through one man. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another 1st down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
32-yard attempt.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover starting with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there, that defense able to hold firm
backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd and 10. Fields again.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
To throw is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
First down, Chicago.
Fields now to throw.
And that is incomplete here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Rodgers.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Bucs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers.
That's caught by Durham.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White taken down at the 47-yard line. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Opting to run again here with White. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
3rd and 4. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
Rodgers off the play fake. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Bears.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Now
fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
here's Fields.
Dancing to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Play action. It's Fields.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown Bears.
Chase Claypool, 41 yards. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Bears 17.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. A little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence and made it happen.